Hey everyone, FQ'd here, and welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today I just wanted to kind of talk about a casual player's view on the current patch. As you can see, I'm like not even level 21 yet. As well as I wanted to talk about the upcoming patch notes and what you can kind of expect from Escape from Tarkov this year. I don't even have my Bitcoin farm yet, and I have 2.7 million rubles. And if I really wanted to bring in meta armor and a meta gun, then I can afford that with just a couple interchange computer runs, because the computer components are they cost so much on the fleet right now. You can sell them for tons and tons of money. I can buy a level 6 armor if I wanted to. I've bought level 5 armors in the past. If I feel like I'm having a hard time with a quest and I want to just get it done, then I can rock one of those and try and increase my survivability a little bit. And one thing I've learned in the 2.5 years that I've been playing this game is that it doesn't matter how messed up the economy is or whatever the meta is, because it changes all the time. When the KS23 was introduced, leg meta was, everybody was doing leg meta, and a couple patches ago it was just canted sights and meta HKs and M4s with 995 rounds, because the canted sights allowed you to ADS 30% faster or something, so everybody was rocking those. So it just changes over time. The devs are trying to figure out how much availability of each item to have in the economy, and that's really there's a lot of things that are available, and the price of something might just blow up, and it's hard to predict sometimes. But the important thing that I want us to remember is that it doesn't matter, because in I would guess the next wipe's probably going to be anywhere from 2 to 4 months away. In that amount of time, once the wipe does happen, everyone's back to square one. It doesn't matter if they have a billion rubles or 50 million rubles or whatever, because eventually at some point it's going to get reset and everyone's going to be back at the same spot. So I don't know, if you're not having a good time with the inflated economy, then just go ahead and take a break and wait for it. That's something I've done when I'm kind of just tired of this game. I'll just play a different game and just wait for something that piques my interest. So the inflation is kind of wild right now, but with the Bitcoin reflecting real life prices. However, it's something that they're going to figure out how to balance. They've talked about graphics card durability. They've talked about how those will break after a certain amount of time, and I'd be surprised if that wasn't included in the next wipe, because they already know how the economy works when they don't include graphics card durability, and Bitcoin prices get up to 850,000 rubles. The metas have changed. This wipe, it's kind of been a vector meta with the 7 and 31 rounds, which are super expensive, but everybody can afford them, me included, from just the inflation on the flea market for selling stuff and selling your bitcoins. So it's going to eventually right itself, and as a casual player, I can bring in meta gear if I want. I don't have to. And I also wanted to talk about these shots of the smart shotgun on Instagram, as well as the streets. The models look good. I'm excited. The SCAR is supposed to be the 308 version, but I've also heard that the 556 version is supposed to be in the game, maybe in the same patch, which I think it's supposed to come in 12.11. So not this next patch, but the one after. And they're going to be getting modding down to insane levels of detail, it looks like, having created all those different parts for the SCAR that you can switch in and out. And Streets does look really good. I did hear that they are wanting to maybe come out with Streets this year, like maybe in the fall or winter time, but they just want it to be like at 60 FPS on average for like mid-range computers and rigs, and I'm sure that's doable. However, with how much time that they have spent on Streets, I'm not 100% certain that it's going to come out this year, especially if they're wanting to get like Lighthouse or Terminal or whatever else out soon as well. So I mean, I'd love to have this map by the end of the year, because the last map we got was Reserve, and that was fall of 2019, so we're coming up on like a year and a half with no new maps. And it'd be awesome to have a map this big, because that would just make the people that have played this game and they understand it, they would have a lot to come back and relearn, and the people that are just picking this up, they would have the fun that comes from learning this game for so much longer with such a big map like Streets coming out. So I'm really excited for that. I would love for it to come out this year. I'm just kind of doubtful that it will, because like it's just huge from everything they've said, and it's a big project, so like I want it to be good when it comes out. So if they can't, then like that's fine, I guess, and I'll be happy with like a different map too. But I would guess like at the latest, like probably next spring maybe. So anyway, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Like I'd love to get this map earlier than later. So I mean, these pictures look good. It looks like it's coming along nicely. It looks like a well done map. Like just like everything about it looks good so far. And I mean, I'd love to see the performance metrics and stuff, but I don't know, like one of the main points I want to make with this video is like the new patch is probably going to be great. The next wipe is probably going to be really fun. They're going to fix like whatever is broken and whatever like is meta, because I think they want like everything to kind of be meta, because that's like one of the cool things about this game is like in the right situation anybody can kill anybody. If there's like a super geared up guy with like like a meta M4 or whatever with like the 995 rounds and level 6 armor, and he doesn't have a face shield, somebody can come along with like a Makarov pistol and shoot him in the face, and then they can get all of that gear. So I mean, that's uncommon, but like you could have like a bare bones foul with M80 rounds or whatever and just like pierce a face shield like no problem. So anyway, like just don't be afraid to use your gear and lose it, because you're gonna lose it eventually anyway, so you might as well have fun with it. And if you're not having fun with how the current economy is, then feel free to just take a break and come back when the next wipe happens, and I'm sure we'll find plenty of other things to complain about when that wipe happens. But like in this game, like nothing really matters because it does change so frequently. They're trying to figure out the right balances. They're trying to just come up with like a really unique game that not really anybody else is trying to copy. So I just wanted to make a quick video going over like my thoughts as a casual player about the current economy and what I think about the next update and the new what guns that we're going to be getting and the work in progress pictures. I think they all look good, and I'll just leave you with the rest of this video, and I'll just catch you in another one.